Hey, how's it going everyone? Teysind here, welcome back to another video. And today I thought I'd just randomly talk about my 3 most anticipated games of all time. Now, coincidentally all of these games are actually coming out this year, but it's not my most anticipated games of 2016 because I've been anticipating all 3 of these games for a long time, much longer than any announcement was made or anything. I do have some honourable mentions to say at the end, but they're not going to really be included, otherwise it won't really be my most anticipated games, it'll just be my anticipated games. So, to kick things off, first game on the list in no particular order, and that is Final Fantasy 15. I mean, yo, what has been going on with this game? I've been waiting so long for this. I remember when it got announced as Final Fantasy Versus 13, I was so hooked on just all the little bits that I saw so far. And the reason being is because, as you know, I love Final Fantasy, I love Kingdom Hearts, and Final Fantasy Versus 13, the trailer was the first display of a Kingdom Hearts action RPG style gameplay in a Final Fantasy game, and I've always wanted this in Kingdom Hearts, and it's not, I haven't wanted that they change to this permanently from, you know, continuing on with the Final Fantasy series. I always just want at least one console Final Fantasy game just to have that, and it looks so incredible, and this is going back like 10 years ago. So then I waited and waited and waited. It never came out, and then I thought, oh, it's too good to be true, and then PS4 came out, never happened. And then the Holy Grail happened. It was finally announced as Final Fantasy 15. I remember seeing that trailer and it, just watching the clips, I was so relieved, I should say. And then it shows Final Fantasy Versus 13, and it changed into Final Fantasy 15, and I just thought, yes, okay. And it made me feel like the game was probably going to get more treatment now that it was actually a full installment, and it's coming to the PS4. So this is actually one of the reasons I even bought a PS4 for this game. And I got the Final Fantasy Type 0 HD day one, so I got the episode Dusky. I got the the little demo, and I played through that. I loved it. I played this is before the patch, so I know that they fixed a lot of things after patch. I know there were some issues. I felt the frame rate, quite a few things, but I mean, for a demo, I felt it was fantastic. So, you know, I just want to get these games in my hand and just play the whole thing through. So, yeah, that is first on the list. I mean, I could go on, but I just want to wait, you know. I mean, this most recent trailer that came out looks fantastic. I love it had like a Metal Gear Solid sort of feel to it as well, like this stealth style. And it just, apparently, I mean, it's going to have some very impactful ending. And it already feels like it's going to be quite emotional, but I can't say too much because obviously I don't know, you know, any more than you guys, but I think the end of the month or so, we're going to finally get that official release date. So fingers crossed it's sometime soon. But yeah, that's number 1 on my list. So number 2 is related to this game right here. That is Kingdom Hearts 3. And oh, I want this game to go out so badly. I mean, I've been playing Kingdom. I've been anticipating Final Fantasy 15 more. But you could say that I've been overall wanting this, or I do want this game more, because Kingdom Hearts is a single story so far, or arc I should say, saga that we're going through, and this is the final installment in the saga. I feel like this will be where all the previous games come together. You know, everything that the previous Kingdom Hearts games have built is to be shown off in Kingdom Hearts 3. So I think we're going to get a lot more answers than questions, hopefully, this time, especially about like Kingdom Hearts itself and stuff, and just Xehanort. And just going on, you know, a lot about the Guardians of Light, Guardians of Dark, or the Seekers of Darkness, the Foretellers. I mean, it's just so many questions. That time travel stuff, that still confuses me. But, oh, man, I want this game so badly. When I saw the announcement trailer, this is going back, I think it was 2013, I'm not sure. It was that year or the year before. Regardless, I think it was E3, yeah, but I was so ecstatic, and it showed Sora Disney Irons, and he picks up Aqua's Keyblade, or the Keyblade that was passed on from Master Ericus to her, I believe. I'm not too sure. I think that was the Keyblade that allowed her to seal. Actually, I don't want to say too much. I might spoil it for people who are actually Actually, I haven't played the game, so yeah, I'll leave it at that. But I mean, this game, it's just, and looking at like the graphics or the visuals of this game looks so fantastic, especially since they've swapped to Unreal Engine 4. It just looks absolutely amazing. So it'd be good to actually see. I mean, this is the thing with Kingdom Hearts games. The last actual console Kingdom Hearts game we got, excluding remasters, was on the PS2. Or, yeah, I guess PS3. Or, yeah, well, PS2, yeah. So if you think about it, we never got a sort of a standalone game on the PS3. So this is going to be, yeah, Kingdom Hearts' first console release since PS2. And when I say that, I'm excluding remasters of the PS2 games on the PS3. So dedicated to that system, I should say. So yeah, I really can't wait to just see. And it looks like there's a lot of free running and all these other things added into it. So hyped, that's pretty much it. And the final game I'm most anticipated for is The Legend of Zelda Wii U. This game looks insane already, and we've barely seen anything. I mean, that's saying something that, you know, we only really got one trailer a long time ago, and it just, wow. I mean, I think a lot of it is the concept. We're actually finally seeing an open world Zelda RPG, and I think a lot of you at least would be able to agree with me that when I play games like Ocarina of Time, and we saw structures in the distance that you couldn't get to. Like, for example, I remember where Jabba Jabba is, the fish, on the lake, you could see sort of mountains covered in snow beyond that, and I always wished, imagine if you could get there and there's like an ice temple or something. But obviously it wasn't as open world as you see now, and I feel like with this game we're actually going to see areas in the distance and we will be able to explore them. Hopefully, yeah, hopefully. I mean, it seems like that, and it seems it's going to be so vast, and there's, you know, it's not necessarily going to be linear. You know, there's a lot of different ways you can sort of approach this game, at least from the rumors and speculations and sort of the snippets of information they've given us. So, I mean, where is this information? Come on, what is going on? Shigeru Miyamoto stepped the game up. I mean, I'm sure they're planning some massive reveal at winter, or E3 I should say, this year. But I mean, let me know what you guys think, whether it's actually going to come to NX as well, because I think that would be like a real smart business. I mean, I think it wouldn't make sense if it just came to the Wii U. It has to come to the Wii U, obviously. They've already confirmed it is, and I know that would annoy a hell of a lot of people, including myself, if it didn't. But I just have the feeling that they're going to do either a launch, it's going to be a launch title on the NX. It may be they release it, I think it's going to come out first on the Wii U, then later on the NX will come out and they will launch it then. Because if they launch it, I don't know. I mean, you can't tell. I mean, Twilight Princess, they released that on the Wii first, and then they brought the GameCube one out after. So we'll see, and they may have additions for this on the NX. See, it's tricky because I got a Wii U originally. I got it to play this game. I mean, now there are so many other great games on the Wii U that, you know, if I got on the NX, I wouldn't be worried because of the fact that my Wii U has already been rewarding enough, more than rewarding enough, I should say, and this will give me incentive to get an NX. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe that will just be the same game. It's just graphically a bit different. So who knows? But yeah, so that's my 3 most anticipated games. They're probably some of the most long-waiting anticipations for me. I mean, oh, man, sometimes you feel like you go up and down, but right now I feel like we're on the up, especially with Zelda Wii U coming out this year. And yeah, honourable mentions, The Last Guardian. I've been waiting for this game for a long time. It looks so emotional. I really like this. I mean, Shadow Colossus and Ico, 2 masterpieces. So obviously this 3rd installment is going to be, you know, something spectacular. I can only imagine. That's also had issues in the past in terms of what was happening to it and stuff. So I'm glad it's still alive. My number 9, yeah, had delay issues, but I never got to play Mega Man, so it'd be cool to be introduced to, you know, sort of the spiritual successor. Takes me on another spiritual successor, Yooka-Laylee. I mean, Banjo-Kazooie is the first Nintendo 64 game I got, so I really want to play Yooka-Laylee, a spiritual successor of Banjo-Kazooie. And there are a few others, but they're not coming to my head. So I'll leave it at that, you know, 3 most anticipated games and 3 honourable mentions. So yeah, that does it, guys. Leave your comments below. Let me know your most anticipated games. either of all time to current, of 2016, or even just games that you in generally anticipate about. So yeah, anyways guys, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for liking and subscribing, and until next video, stay spot on. What's wrong with me? So there are more games that I should have mentioned that I forgot, and now that I finished recording, I remember what they are. So I'm going to say them quickly because I got a list. The next Nier game coming out. Really looking forward to that one. Let's see. Final Fantasy VII Remake. How could I forget that? It's not my most anticipated game because, well, one, I haven't been waiting for the, because it's only been announced recently. I haven't been waiting for as long as my most anticipated game. So eventually, it will probably become my most one of my 3 most anticipated games after Zelda Wii U comes out. So then it leaves the space free. And also, I mean, it's now because it's in parts. It's, well, a series of games, I should say. And also, we've still at least got the game story in some form, the original. Whereas Final Fantasy 15, we don't have it at all. Kingdom Hearts 3, we don't have it at all. Zelda Wii U, we don't have it all. So let's keep going. Kingdom Hearts 2.8, can't forget that. But I guess it didn't come to mind because I guess we're sort of more certain of, you know, it's, well, one, it's, well, it's not a full massive game. I mean, it includes Dream Drop Distance HD, but it's already on the 3DS. Yeah, I guess the other 2 things I'm interested in. Let's see. Gravity Rush 2. Tales of Berseria. Star Ocean 5. Blood, list goes on. Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. What's his name? Igarashi. Is everything... Man, look forward to that. Let's see what we're going on. Dragon Quest 11. That'd be cool. I haven't really played much Dragon Quest. Star Fox Zero. Man, I'm looking forward to that game. Even though, well, a lot of people probably aren't looking forward as much as me. But I haven't played a Star Fox game yet. So, you know, I guess I'm not too worried. That does it, guys. See you next time. Stay spot on.